All right, boys. Well, we are here. It's round 24 in the Premier League. We got 3 days to watch football across. It's going to be great. My name is James. I support Arsenal. That's Brad. He supports Chelsea. Sean's down below. He supports Tottenham. And Jimmy is still with us this week. He supports Liverpool. This is Red Card Radio's preview of round 24 of the Premier League, where it's normally 3 friends, but this week you get an extra. It's 4 friends, and we all support different clubs. And so before we get super busy, hit the subscribe button, ring the sub notification bell. If you're on the podcast sites, thanks for clicking, rate, review, drop a comment on Spotify, whatever your platform so allows. And then, as always, Operation Trick Google, always in full effect, always watch to the end, hit the share button, and you will help us all trick Google, which is ultimately the goal in everything that we do, right? And it should be your goal too in life, but I digress. So yeah, what do we got this weekend? Like I said, 10 matches over 3 days. All of the Champions League teams played on Wednesday, so they have a short turnaround time. Obviously, the Europa League folks, that would be Villa and Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest, they all were on Thursday. So that means they'll play on Sunday or Monday, but neither one of them are playing on Monday. Okay, what do we got? What are interesting games this weekend? We got a London derby at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, West Ham. We got Liverpool, Newcastle. That, I think, might take some time for us. We might have to dig into that one a little bit. United, Fulham also could be an interesting one. And the big one at the end of the week is Spurs are going to take 3 points off of Manchester City at White Hart Lane.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Ooh. Tradition.
But,
as Brad would say, it's written in the stars.
But before we get to talk about tradition, because we have a guest here today, Jimmy, we want to start at Anfield, Liverpool, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Tell me which set of pessimistic fan base will be proven right.
Newcastle.
Okay.
No.
So Liverpool.
Liverpool's going to lose.
Liverpool will win. Yeah, that was a very That was a
Liverpool's going to lose.
Crazy. Okay.
At home again. Probably on a 89th minute winner.
Anthony Gordon, probably, because you guys have been linked.
Probably Anthony Gordon. Yeah. I don't know. Because Konate's not going to be paying attention. He's going to be playing. He's going to go. Konate's going to go full 7-year-old playing baseball, and he's just going to be in the dirt somewhere.
That's funny because baseball season for us is about to start.
Yeah,
the next couple weeks.
So,
and Anthony Gordon is really fast. He's
really fast. And he plays on the left side where we have 0 players healthy. He's going to go against Endo, and Endo is not quick. So, I don't know. I mean, we didn't talk about this in the last episode, but I'm assuming I was probably the only person that actually did choose Bournemouth to win over Liverpool.
We're going to get into that in a minute, and you are correct. Yes, because we will adjudicate the picks from last week in round 23. But yes, that is correct, Jimmy. You are the only one.
You're calling.
No, that's wrong. You and Chap were the only ones.
Oh, really?
Yes.
My boy Chap.
So you're calling that Anthony Gordon is going to go full Gareth Bale at Madrid, just kick it as far as he can and run and go get it and score a goal.
I think it's highly possible. And again, if Newcastle allow Liverpool to play kind of traditional Liverpool possession and press the attack and just park and counter, focusing with Gordon, I think it's going to be a disaster for Liverpool. I mean, and again, Brad's written in the stars stuff, right? We win in the Champions League. We get embarrassed by Bournemouth. We win in the Champions League even bigger this week. We're going to get embarrassed again by Newcastle.
It'll be interesting because if Joel were here, he would have a laundry list of reasons as to why Newcastle are going to. He'd be Nick Pope isn't good enough. Anthony Gordon.
It's going to be one of the worst games to watch ever.
Which is weird. Which is a weird state to be in because both of these teams, like when these two played
should be good.
I think you guys played at the second week of the season or the third week of the season at St. James's Park. It was really early, and that was a tremendous game. It was a tremendous game.
And that was when both teams were more informed.
And now both of the fan bases would have a laundry list reason why they suck and why the game will suck. And it's such a juxtaposition over 20 rounds of football.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way Liverpool don't concede 2 goals. I think. Our defense is terrible. We're probably not going to have a right back unless we play Sobasai there. If we do that, we're going to completely lose the middle of the field.
Which is a problem against Newcastle because they have a really good midfield.
It is. Yeah, and so I do think
Newcastle midfield likes to bully.
Yes,
and you guys don't have a very big.
We have
midfield.
No physical
with
presence at all this season.
And Tonali and Bruno, they're all just big bruising midfielders.
2 of them are ogres.
And they just like to bully you.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, the right back situation
is the only one that can withstand that. You got Birch is going to get pushed around.
He is going to get. Gravenberch is fine. I mean, our midfield has still been okay this season. That's probably been one of the brighter spots with essentially the 5 players that we have playing there. Even though Wirtz has been, again, started off slow, but he has been playing much better. He's starting to settle in, and he is starting to show some of his value.
Well, I don't think he ever played poorly. He just wasn't scoring goals, and so he's getting memed on the internet.
It was. I think it was a little bit more than that. He wasn't creating chances at all at the beginning of the season, and I think he was a little coming into the speed of the game, whatever, and he was not as impactful as he was playing more like a pivot player in the midfield versus a creative attacking presence, creating chances midfielder. And that's what they signed him to be. And he's starting to figure that out. And I'll give him credit. And I was definitely not wanting to give up on him and anything like that. I wasn't on the hate train of him. I mean, I think Gakpo is still a train wreck. Hopefully Ekitike is going to be fit and healthy. And again, the real question is that, is Salah going to turn or flip that switch where he finds his kind of typical form? Because that could settle it. I mean, if Salah shows up and he is the man we all love, then it's very possible Liverpool win the game 3-0. I mean, you never know. Do I think that's going to happen? No.
We don't. As a point of order, we don't all love Mohamed Salah. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
Yes,
we don't all.
We do. We all do.
This game
even Joel
does.
Is
he the lower left corner? That's just the lower left corner box thing.
No, I'm gonna split the pod on this one. I love Mohamed
again.
Salah.
If you're
I think it's a great player, and to Jimmy's point, he's right. Flip a switch. There was at least 2 golden boots where he just decided in the second half of the season, yeah, I'm just gonna go win the golden boot, and he scored a bajillion goals in the second half.
Yeah, and this is why I'll always support Tottenham over Arsenal.
Whoa!
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
Wow.
I really appreciate that.
Well, that's because Tottenham don't pose any actual threat to Liverpool's hegemony in England, right? Like Liverpool are the supreme. I don't have any issues saying that Liverpool and Manchester United are the 2 supreme powers in English football, and Arsenal are the 3rd. Tottenham are the 15th. So
hey, there's got to be someone to always fertilize the tree of the perch that we sit on top of.
And that would be the birds.
All right, never mind.
That would be the birds that flap around and poop, not the cannons.
He's trash.
This game does kind of feel like it might be who concedes fewer goals. Just thinking about it, the way that we started talking about it, that's the way I started feeling. Is especially if you have to slot Szoboszlai into a right back situation. Yeah, it could
This could be the sloppiest, most unorganized cluster of an exciting game ever.
That might be a red card radio.
I wanted to give a shout out to Liverpool because in the league you ran a set piece play where Salah left it off for Szoboszlai and he just curls it into the top corner in a set piece. And then they did the opposite in the Champions League, where Szoboszlai runs over it and taps it to Salah, where he curls it into the top left.
Yeah,
it was. That's
great.
That's nice. That was nice.
My cat has decided to join the podcast this evening. I apologize if you hear any screaming. Okay. That is my cat.
Yeah, it's up. No,
he's
Oh, good. We were just celebrating
17 and
two really fun goals.
Geriatric. My point about that is any adroit watcher of football understands that Szoboszlai should be taking every dead ball for Liverpool.
Everyone.
Every single dead ball that he can put his foot on.
He's a great player.
He's like a Hungarian James Ward-Prowse, which, by the way, just got signed by Burnley today. If you didn't see the Burnley social media video, then you should find it. I
haven't watched it.
It used Pulp Fiction.
It's hilarious.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it was a Pulp Fiction edit.
Didn't somebody put that
Kyle
in our
Walker opens the door.
Didn't somebody put that in our Discord?
Oh, it was me. Yeah, I put it in there. Yeah.
Maybe
I don't think I've watched it.
So it's in the Discord. Yeah, it's a Pulp Fiction edit.
Yeah, in the description of this video, you'll want to go click that Discord link, join the community, and you'll find the link to that tweet.
Wow.
Also, you'll be able to get your picks in, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. So ultimately, Jimmy, are you bold enough to put a score line on this one?
I mean, I could see like a 2-1. No. I think 2-1 Newcastle wins.
He said it.
We need to back up just a second because if we, as you know, we have a rule that if you put a score line on it, it's locked into the spreadsheet now. So
yeah, that's why I was telling you not to do it.
I will slot a
2-1.
2-1.
2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah. I got it in there.
No, it's a Newcastle. I think, like I said, I think they win. I think they.
Oh, so then 1-2. So 1-2.
Yeah, sure, 1-2.
I got it. It's in there.
I don't think Liverpool's going to win.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
I think we could, Brad, just quickly text Joel and just tell him to get, because we're going to say, hey, Joel, what's the score prediction for Liverpool Newcastle? And he's going to say 4-1 Liverpool.
He's a right now. There's no way he's right now.
Fair enough. It's because he's a respectful, functioning member of society. Let's scoot on over from Anfield to Manchester and think about this Manchester United Fulham match, because I think this actually presents an interesting challenge to Michael Carrick, who's had a tremendous start to his Manchester United managerial career. 2 wins out of 2 against City and Arsenal. But I think Fulham will present a slightly different challenge here.
I think Fulham are a surprisingly decent team this year, and I think they're kind of on the up. Now, United have definitely been playing better. So I think this could be one of the more interesting games of the weekend. It's going to be interesting to see how Carrick manages the team against a different style of soccer versus the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
But Fulham have just been generally surprising, and I mean, they've got their Liverpool secret weapon in Mr. Wilson. I mean, that guy has been playing out of his mind this season. He's been great.
You mean it's Emile Smith Rowe and Alex Iwobi and Bernd Leno?
No, that's not. They have nothing. They have nothing to do with it.
No, you guys are all completely wrong. The reason Fulham are playing as good as they are is the stars and bars, Anthony Robinson.
Oh.
I mean,
the American.
Clearly,
he's a solid player.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You would still take
Anthony Robinson, left back. He's the best left back in the Premier League. Period. I said it.
I don't know. I think he's the best left back.
He's not.
We can't have that much dead air. Come on.
He's definitely not. He's
the best left back in the Premier League.
All right, so you'd take him. How much do you think Tottenham should pay for him this summer if he's the best left back in the country?
I don't think we deserve him. He deserves to be on a
£7.
Fulham
Just 7. That's probably all they got.
Fulham is better than Tottenham, so he should stay there.
Okay, well then, how much should the best team in England pay for him?
Oh, $100 bajillion for sure.
Okay, all right.
I think he is a 20 million euro left back.
I would get down
at the high end.
I think he's at a great place at Fulham in terms of for his skill. I think he's found a great spot there.
I wouldn't leave.
His work rate is incredible. Yeah,
I'd stick it out
a great
there.
player.
A legend for that club.
Yep. Yeah.
And I didn't realize that he's American by birthright, but he actually just like grew up in England, and that's why he's actually good at soccer. So,
Yeah.
or
Well, it's
yeah, like he didn't grow up here.
Well, it's like all of the German-born Americans who were born to American dads on military bases
Mhm.
who grew up in Germany.
But Jermaine Jones, you guys remember Jermaine Jones
Of course.
banging that goal in against Portugal
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
what was that 2014, 2012 World Cup?
I don't really think he has any real need to leave because, again, unless he has a dream to play for basically Chelsea and get a lot of money or whatever, because I think that's the only people who are going to sign him potentially.
Sure.
I don't know, but
He's a little too old for Chelsea.
How much?
Well,
Wait, and a lot of money. What? We just cut a guy who is making over 300,000 pounds, bro.
y'all would give him a contract for
Which player?
Dodgers money. I don't know.
Anthony Robinson.
Anthony Robinson.
We
No.
we haven't changed players, and Brad
No.
is like, which player? Anyway,
No.
this is a
Yeah,
Crazy.
we are in the weeds here. Let's try and focus back in slightly, because I think, Jimmy, you brought up an interesting point about how Fulham will present a different proposition for United, because against City and against Arsenal, United definitely just kind of sat back and were trying to play counterattacking football. But in this game against Fulham, you would, as just kind of a neutral observer, look at this and say United should be coming in dominating the play here.
Yeah,
And
they should.
And it's at home. So can Michael Carrick justify a game where they sit back and don't try and take the game to Fulham and they just try and let the game come to them? I don't think they can.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting if it's. I could see this game going in and both teams just don't know what to do against each other, and the whole game just sits in the middle of the field and the ball never moves and it's 0-0.
That would be so.
I could see that happening because I just don't know. I mean, we haven't seen Carrick organize a team to play any other way than scared and hope will score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the tactic. I mean, and realistically, like, let's look back at Michael Carrick's day, right? He was very much a traditional 6 defensive player, and his entire game for the most part was sit in like kind of that pivot position and play long balls. That was his entire game from when he played for Manchester United. It was
James,
Aaron Fletcher did it, and then
nickname?
Carrick came and they did the same thing.
Yeah,
what's my nickname for Carrick?
Michael back pass Carrick.
It was just collect the ball and back pass. That's all he would do.
And then he would, like, his every 5th back pass, he would play a diagonal. That was it. Now he did well. I mean, he was a great player for United.
Yeah.
Yep,
and I mean, on the balance, he's been a great manager for Manchester United as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how long it lasts.
I also kind of agree that I think this could be a really good game. So, or I guess conversely, it could be really terrible.
Either way, I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be pretty fun to watch.
But the one we're all waiting for, the big one.
Ooh,
it's everyone's favorite lily white bird.
I need to go get my Tottenham jersey real quick.
Yeah, go get your, because Tottenham are got the paddle ready for Pep Guardiola. Tell me about it, Sean.
Love this team.
What?
Don't tune into yesterday's podcast for Sean's opinions on Tottenham. No, but seriously, do you think that that Thomas Frank has?
Did we go to the Etihad and score 3? Absolutely not, dude. I have been very consistent all year of almost all of the injuries that we've sustained. We have prepared for, and we've been building depth for 3 years. So injuries are not an excuse. Why are we playing so bad? We're playing awful all the time, except in Europe. It's like
team
losing to Bournemouth, drawing to Burnley. Vicario has a little bit of De Gea in him, where he's a great shot stopper because he's always out of position, and then he's a little soft. And I think we just need to make the jump to our backup.
Whoa,
And like, yeah,
really?
Wow.
I
'Cause
fully
if I'm not
Kinski's
if I'm not
gotta be
mistaken,
the
Vicario
goalkeeper.
was the best goalkeeper in the league at the beginning of the season. Do you think
He is the best. I will back
It's cool
that
to
off
see.
slightly and say he's the best shot stopper in the league. He's not a good goalkeeper.
Because he's constantly out of position.
Do you
Yes.
think, and he's super soft on corners. He's awful on set pieces.
Yeah.
Do you
He
think that
gets
this is
bullied too much.
do Tottenham have a motivation issue where you hear the Champions League anthem and you're like, yeah, okay, I can get up for it. This is me. Yeah, I've been always wanted to play in the Champions League. But when it comes to the league, it's just it's another league game. Do they just have a motivation issue?
So I'm assuming that
Ooh.
your question is somewhere along the lines of like a Chelsea question where do you pay the players too much that they don't care about a league game?
No, I think
Well,
it's
not necessarily that. Is 22 weeks into the season and you're in 11th and they're like, we're done and we can't win. There's no point in trying anymore.
because to
Okay.
me it seems like some of these players, like, I guess my point is you don't have to convince somebody that a Champions League game match is important and impactful and it matters. And it's, under the lights, it's televised, like people are going to see it. Whereas there's 38 matches
When
in the
you're
Premier
playing-
League and you've got now clearly this is City, right? And so you think about that on the balance and you're like, no, City are probably like everyone's probably getting up for City. But if you think
Who we
about
lose to in the FA? Like we just lost to somebody in the FA away at their stadium.
I forgot. I don't know. You'd have to tell me who you
I
guys.
don't remember who y'all played.
No, you guys lost to
you're
Villa.
exactly right.
You lost to Villa at home.
Oh, Villa,
in
yeah.
the FA Cup.
Oh, it was at home. You're right.
But I think, but that's kind of a motivation thing. It's the FA Cup against Villa. Like, I'm not trying to argue that your players are maybe entitled or anything like that. I'm just wondering if there's a motivation issue that perhaps, that United, or sorry, that Tottenham just struggle with.
I'm probably a bad person to ask because I am ultra competitive in everything that I do, and it doesn't matter what I do. I could be driving to the grocery store and I want to make it in record time, within the bounds of the speed limit, of course. I'm just a competitive person, so you could pay me $50
Well,
to
then
play for
doesn't-
Tottenham, and I would be motivated to win.
Well, then shouldn't
So
you be
it
more
doesn't-
acutely aware of, like, you look at this team and they don't have motivation and they're not giving it all? Like shouldn't that irk you even more? Because my read of the situation is I look at these players and they just seem like in the league they don't care.
And I think it could
Well,
be where they're at in the season. And there's like, we're not going to get relegated. We're not going to win the league.
But
We can still win the Champions League. Let's not hurt ourselves. And I mean, that's kind of like, that's sometimes been the Chelsea MO.
they're 10 points
What?
off. They're 10 points off fourth. Like they were.
Why am I catching these strays on this?
15
we
games.
have
Well,
never given up.
think about most of the time you guys win the Champions League. Y'all are terrible
so
in the league.
why I brought you up, Brad, was because you guys have like 2 years ago you had like 45 players, and they're all making like $200,000 a week.
No, they weren't.
And so like
They weren't, but okay.
Okay, so that's false.
They were
Yes.
on 95,000 pounds a week, but for 19 years. They
Yes,
had
there's 10-year contracts.
they had an indentured
Okay.
You're not
servitude
making-
contract.
Yes.
My stray was only that like players are secured, and so they don't have to worry about where their next meal's coming from. That's all I was throwing out.
And when
But
we
now-
won under Tuchel, we were still top 4
Yeah, but
Were
there's
you
different-
still top
five.
4?
or top
I
5.
think you were
that year.
6th. And then the year prior to
Okay.
that, you're like finished 8th.
Wait. We're talking 6th. When Tottenham finished 17th, but 6th.
No,
is
I'm
bad.
talking about when y'all won the Champions League, Brad. Specifically, like when the last 2 times y'all won the Champions League, y'all were
was
terrible in the
2020?
league.
2020? was when you won the Champions League last?
No, Bayern
seems
won it in
right.
2020.
No, yeah.
Was it?
We were 21.
Or 2021? Yeah, somewhere
Yes.
around there.
It was 2021 because it qualified
21.
them for the 2025 Club World Cup.
Yeah. Club World
Yeah.
Cup. That's right.
So it's
But
21.
I don't think y'all finished that
Which
high
we
in the
won.
league. And it's been the only point was, Brad, is that I think that Tottenham, I think, are more focused on the competition. They still have an opportunity to win.
Which is
Fourth
insane to me.
Yeah,
Because
know.
Tottenham
Finished
cannot win the
fourth
Champions League. This
in
Tottenham
2020,
team,
2021.
this Tottenham team can't win the Champions League.
To
What?
answer your question, James, is I don't. You're right. You're right that you could be more acutely aware because I'm hyper competitive. But I don't view it that way, and that's why. And maybe this is just oblivious when I'm watching that maybe they do think like that, and I just don't think like that. So I go into every viewing experience thinking we're the best team in the world and we're gonna win. We've got good players, and then they just stink, and that's probably why I hate this team so much.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like I don't think that way. I think we have good players.
Yeah, but I don't know. I look at this team and I'm like, they're not. Yes, I agree with you. I keep picking Tottenham to win in my picks. And I keep getting
They're good players.
That's
They're
what I'm
good
saying.
players.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Okay.
It's like
But like
what I've
but
been
like,
saying for Manchester United for like 3 years. If you look at the roster, these are good individual players. And they just, when they get out on the field, they just have like brain farts and they just aren't good.
And so that's
And
why
that's
I
how
think
Tottenham is.
that's
now.
why I think it's a motivation issue, which then I think is a club leadership issue. And I think that you don't have enough
I
leaders
don't
in your
know,
team.
man. I look at Romero on the field and the fire he plays with. I don't think it's a locker room issue.
I think there's a difference between being motivated when you're on the field and rallying your troops. I think that there's a huge difference there. Having people line up behind you because they believe in you and like you guys are all motivated in believing in the same ethos and trying to go the same way and being fiery on the pitch. Because I mean, you look at David Luiz and he's fiery on the pitch, but he got sent off every other week
true.
at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also got sent off every other week for Chelsea as well.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
And PSG.
Yeah.
And so,
everywhere.
And so the Romero has a discipline issue and he gets sent off. He scores a bunch of goals, but I'm not sure he is a leader to take Tottenham to the next level. I think he's a great center back. I'm not trying to disparage him in any way. And so I think that Tottenham suffer. I mean, I don't think he's as good as you think he is. But I think that Tottenham suffer from a serious lack of leadership. And until that gets dealt with, and I will say, I think it helped Tottenham and Thomas Frank shipping Brennan Johnson out because he clearly had some sort of beef with Thomas Frank. He was openly flippant towards him and disrespectful after games and things like that. So like, whatever. But that I think that there's a concern there that needs to be addressed long term with Tottenham. Are you bold enough to put a scoreline on this game, Sean?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, in that case,
you know what? I will.
Okay.
You know what? I will.
Put it. Let me get the spreadsheet up.
If our guest was gonna put it on the line, I'll put it on the line. It's gonna be 2-1.
I'll put it on the line for you.
2-1 Manchester City.
City
1-2. 3-2. 3-2. 3-2 Manchester City.
2-0 Tottenham.
Oh, 2-0?
Oh, Jimmy, you know that's locked in now. You said
Lock
it on the
in.
podcast.
2-0 Tottenham. Gonna clean sheet.
Wow.
Brady,
I was already on his
You know, Vicario, as much shit as I just talked on him, or crap I just talked on him.
And he's gonna go full David De Gea this game and be amazing.
He is clean sheet. He's close to the clean sheet. Golden Gloves. He's right behind. I think Raya.
It's gonna be another situation. Tottenham's gonna get an early goal. They're gonna weather the storm and get a late one.
Vicario's got like 9 clean sheets.
He has 7.
8 or 9.
He has 7.
Okay. Basically 9.
You all know who's in second right now?
Robert Sanchez.
Your goalkeeper.
The worst goalie of the top 6. Currently tied for second in clean sheets.
Oh,
It's
And I'm
crazy.
calling for
we might have
Vicario's
one.
head too.
Allison Becker has
Kinski's gotta
6.
come in.
Allison Becker has 6.
It's just hard to believe. It's just hard to believe.
You guys won't guess who's number 1.
Raya.
Correct.
Raya's been pretty good this year.
Our whole
I
defense.
do like Raya.
Our
I think he's a
defense has
good
been.
goalkeeper.
I agree. I think David Raya is a great goalkeeper, but our whole defense has been generally good. All right, round 23 picks. Another off week for most people. The highest score was 4, and then the next highest score was 3. So we had three respondents with 4 and 3 respondents with 3. So no big swings at the top of the table, but Joel, Jimmy, and Chap all correctly pick 4, though the only game that you guys all got right, the only game that everybody got right was City.
The freebie?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. We all were correct there. We all picked Sunderland. To beat West Ham, and West Ham.
I couldn't believe when I woke up and saw that result.
Yeah.
Obliterated.
And to be fair, we all picked Arsenal to win. The only reason Sean picked, because if you look, you guys can all go to the Discord right now, look in the picks area, and you'll see that Sean picked Arsenal in his picks that he submitted to the spreadsheet, to the Discord. But last week on the podcast,
Forgot that I locked it in.
locked in United. He locked in United,
Yeah.
and so he.
And I put Cunha too.
Yes, who also scored the winner. So
I should get double points for that. I should be on 4.
No, you lucked.
Right, Jimmy.
No,
I mean,
Score wrong.
you
Score
lucked.
wrong. Yeah.
You lucked into this.
I
thing.
picked. It is locked in 2-1 United Cunha.
Yes, but
That is the exact verbiage.
3-2 Cunha.
Yes,
Which would be you were wrong.
yes. So
On
a
2/3 of your prediction.
Jimmy, give us an adjudication.
1 point.
Thank you.
Okay.
Which 1 point, which you lucked into, by the way, because you tried to pick Arsenal later. So let's go to the overall position, and I am still in the lead. I still have a 1 point lead over Brad. Jimmy, you make up ground on us. So you're only 3 points behind Brad, 4 points behind me. Sean, you're still just shy of 100 correct picks. You're on 99. So
I have not felt largely good about my picks this year.
nobody's like we're all
Tough
kind
year.
of teetering in the
It has been a tough
47% rate. at the
Palace
high
has been
end.
killing
Last year I
me.
was
I don't
floating
have too
around
much faith in
50.
Palace.
52, 53% all year, and this year's just been tough.
Yeah, it's been tough.
So
Yeah.
if you're curious about what we're doing in our Discord every week, we make the picks, win, lose, draw, and we add them. We'll get you added, thrown into the spreadsheet, and we'll see how you do over the course of the next 15 rounds. 15 games is a good sample size to figure out if you're good at this or not. So you can start to practice now and get ready for next season, and it's a good sample size. So watch some football this week. We'll be back next week with a regular slate of episodes. Jimmy, thanks for joining us this week. Really appreciate you coming on, and I know you had to carve out some time for us, so we really appreciate you doing that for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Whenever you're available, the fourth window is open to you.
Fourth window. Just waiting for when all 3 of you are not going to be around and it's just me and Joel.
Ooh, we should do it, Jimmy.
Okay.
I am.
We should do a special podcast of just Jimmy and Joel.
That could be really good. It could be really good. Or just getting both of you on the podcast together would be.
Yeah, we gotta get a fifth box.
I feel like there was one time you had talked to me about coming on with Joel and I couldn't do it. I can't remember why, but it was probably mid kid activity week.
I think I could.
Yeah.
I think I could put a fifth box right in the middle of the screen, kind of overlaying on top of the other ones. It could look good. We could make that work.
We can look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll look
We
at
can
that.
look
Play
at
with
it and see.
Let's have our intern figure it out.
I'll pass the purchase request on to the CFO and see what she says.
Yeah.
So And then we'll get the intern working on that. Hit us up on social media. Brad is at KSBradG. Sean is at Whiteheart_Sean. I'm at James Tiffany. Collectively, we can be reached at redcard_radio or on the Discord. Jimmy is at Jimmy on the Discord. And you can hit us up on there. Until then, enjoy the football this weekend, and we will be back next week to speak with you again. Have a good one.